Honourable Chairperson, Honourable Minister, colleagues and fellow South Africans. As George Washington Carver once said, education is the key to unlock the golden door of freedom. South Africans demand this freedom. It is time for President Ramaphosa to fire Minister Nkabane and clean out the ANC's criminal network from the heart of government. The DA will not allow Parliament to be treated with contempt, and it will definitely not tolerate corruption disguised as governance. The facts are stark and unforgiving. In 2019 to 2020, the targeted achievement stood at 78%. DHD achieved only 51.8% of its target last year, 57 out of 110, despite spending an astonishing 99.9% of its budget. This is a clear indication of what we are losing. Over the period of 2019 to 2025, the overall target achievement has averaged only 63.5%. Meanwhile, on average, the budget that was spent is 99.5%, highlighting a troubling disconnect between resource allocation and tangible results. This pattern exposes a department that is failing to deliver on its core mandate, despite pouring vast sums of public money into its operations. A glaring example, of course, is NSFAS, the National Student Financial Scheme, as highlighted in a recent Daily Maverick article. A lifetime and a lifeline with challenges. NSFAS embodies hope for countless students, but is plagued by mismanagement, fraud, and wastage. Over 128 million has been lost since 2017 through fraud and maladministration. 166.9 million has been wasted on office leases with the Seaview and 18.6 million on parking bays that should have gone directly to students. This is a national disgrace, but is merely one of the failures under our minister's watch. And to date, the contracts are still in place. These failures have real, devastating consequences. It reveals a department that is unable to deliver results. Another failure in this minister's dossier is a recent scandal involving the appointment of ANC-connected individuals to the Sectoral Education and Training Authorities, the SETAs. The minister brazenly appointed her comrades to these crucial boards, an act of blatant cadre deployment intended to serve political interest rather than public good. When this list was leaked, the minister swiftly revoked these appointments, attempting to cover her tracks. But the deception did not go unnoticed. The minister's refusal to take responsibility was equally brazen. She shifted blame onto an independent appointment panel, refusing to disclose its members. Only under pressure did she reveal some of the names. The panel she named was not independent at all. It was littered with cadres, proving she lied to Parliament. To make matters worse, the minister named Advocate Terry Mutau as the panel chair, only for him to publicly dispute her claim, further exposing her dishonesty. This scandal is not isolated. It underscores a pattern of corruption and reckless governance that must be rooted out. The minister's action demonstrates a blatant disregard for honesty, transparency, and accountability. Traits that South Africans deserve to have in a minister. We cannot allow this to continue. Our education system, our future, cannot be hostage to political patronage and dishonesty. The time for accountability is now. A member of cabinet must be held to the highest standards. The Minister of Higher Education has failed to live up to those standards, and their action must have consequences. The upcoming appointment of CETA board chairpersons will serve as a critical test. Will these appointments be rooted in integrity and proven governance? Or will they once again be political patronage designed to serve narrow party interests? We stand at a crossroads. The urgency of this moment cannot be overstated. We demand transparency. We'll enforce accountability to accelerate job creation. Every day that passes with weak leadership is a day lost for our youth and our economy. Our young people are waiting. They want jobs, they want hope, and a government that finally takes responsibility. We must ensure that funds allocated for education and skills development are not diverted into the pockets of the corrupt, but that they are used to create real jobs, nurture entrepreneurs, and develop leaders who will grow our economy. The time for empty promises and talk is over. The time for decisive action is now. It's time to rise with a backbone, to act decisively, and to end this trail of corruption once and for all. Our nation's future depends on it. Thank you.
DA at Work, rescuing South Africa.